So getting a lot of views on YouTube can be hard sometimes, but in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get lots of views on your YouTube videos using YouTube ads. Now, if you've never ever used YouTube ads before, don't worry. I'm going to talk you through the process step by step. And here's an example of what your YouTube ad is going to look like when we're finished. So I used these exact steps to get my client 22,300 views in a month with just a $6 a day budget. That's right, $6 per day. And I've also used this technique with multiple clients of mine, and I know it's gonna work for you. So you don't have to do anything complicated, but you do have to follow along and you have to be very specific because we're gonna go through a lot of settings. So if you're ready, let's go. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is I want you to log into YouTube Studio. Then go to the content section. Find the video that you want to get more views on. Now click on the three dots next to the video and select the promote option. Once you do that, you'll see this screen. I want you to click on the blue Get Started button. Next, if you're completely new to Google Ads and you don't have an account, don't fill in any video information. Simply click on the skip to billing information and set up your billing information and your account. We're going to go step by step using a custom campaign setting, so don't worry too much about the video settings up front. Next, if you already have a Google Ads account, choose the option that says Set up campaign in expert mode. Then click on the Google Ads logo to go to your main Google Ads dashboard. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that you get your 22,000 views, and to do that we need to make sure that your Google Ads is actually set up properly. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure you put your Google Ads in expert mode. Now what expert mode is going to do is it's going to give you access to all of the best settings in Google Ads, and I promise you it might say expert mode, but it's not that complicated. So you're going to go to tools and settings and you are going to click on switch to expert mode. And if you're not sure whether you're in expert mode or not, I just want you to look at my screen and look if your dashboard has a similar layout to mine. If it does, then you're definitely in expert mode already. So congratulations. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to go to your overview panel and I want you to click on new campaign. Now some might have it in the overview panel, others might have it in the campaigns panel, but either way, you need to click on new campaign. Once you do that, you're going to click on create a goal or create a campaign without goals guidance. And then you're going to click on a video campaign. Now make sure you select a custom video campaign as your campaign type. Next, I want you to click on continue. And then what I want you to do is name your campaign. Now you can name it whatever you want. Just make sure you name your campaign so that we can find it later. The next thing I need you to do is make sure that your bidding strategies are set to maximum CPV and not CPM. Make sure it's set to maximum CPV, which is just basically your maximum cost per view. Okay, so next, you'll want to select your daily budget. And like I said in the beginning of this video, it doesn't have to be much. If you go between $5 and $10 per day when you're starting off, that is more than enough to run this type of video campaign. You honestly don't need more than that. Once you do that, also make sure that under your display networks, you've unticked the display network, but you have ticked the two YouTube options, because we want your views coming from YouTube and not from other places. We want YouTube. And while we're on the subject of views, I want you to tell me in the comment section, what is the most views that you've ever had on one of your YouTube videos? It can be paid, it can be organic, I really don't mind. So tell me how many views you've had on your best YouTube video and tell me about the video. What's it about? Awesome, let's go to the next step. Now let's talk about your audiences, your locations, and your demographics. And you don't have to be scared It's actually quite simple. So when you are showing a video, our goal is to get the person watching the video or the YouTube ad to watch it till it's finished. You want them to watch it all the way through. So if you know somebody who's interested in cats, you don't want to be sending them boat videos or your videos about boating, because it's really not what they're interested in. So what you need to do is you need to choose your location, your audiences, and your demographics extremely carefully, because if you choose these right, you will get high engagements and you'll also get more views on your YouTube video. Now, when you're starting off, you don't really know who's gonna like your video. You don't know what sort of age groups would like your video, but you kind of can form an educated guess on who would most likely be the most engaged based on your knowledge. So what I want you to do is choose the right demographics that you feel would probably watch your video. So for example, if your video was about gaming, you would go for a younger demographic, versus if your video was about retirement, you would go for an older demographic. But you always want to be sure to choose people who are engaged and are actually going to watch the video. Likely, if you have a video about cycling, look under your audiences and look for cycling enthusiasts or people that would be interested in cycling around Europe, for example, and show your videos to them. So that's if you're a newbie and you don't know who your audience is. But if you are an established YouTuber, it's slightly different, because you might already know who your audience is. And I'll show you exactly where to find that information. So what I want you to do is go into your YouTube studio, and in your YouTube studio, you're going to go to your analytics. Once you're in your analytics, you're going to click on See More. And once you click on See More, you will start seeing tabs that say Geography, Viewer Age, and View Gender Reports. This will help you build out a clear picture of people who love watching your videos already. So as you can see from the example, in my case, I would target people from the USA, India, the UK, and Canada, since they watch my videos the most. I would also target my engaged audiences, or my most engaged audiences, which would be 18 to 24-year-olds, 25 to 34-year-olds. That's how you choose your demographics and your audience section. Let's wrap this thing up. What I want you to do is go over to the keyword section. When you go over to the keyword section, I want you to choose keywords that are related to the specific video that you are advertising. Not your brand, not your niche, not your channel. That specific video that you're advertising, I want you to choose keywords related to that specific video. And if you run out of ideas, I want you to use the keyword suggestion panel on your right hand side and type in your product and service, and Google Ads will actually suggest keywords that you can use and add to your keyword list. Next thing you want to do is choose a maximum cost per view. Now I recommend setting this between 5 cents and 15 cents, as that's a good range for what you should be paying for views, more or less. But be very careful. Some niches have a lot more competition than others. And when you are in those niches, what's going to happen is your cost per view will drive slowly upwards. So what I want you to do is make sure you select 5 to 15 cents as an initial figure, just so that you can see more or less what the views will cost you. And also, please, guys, don't be stingy, okay? YouTube ads will only charge someone once they've watched more than 30 seconds of your video. So everyone who's watched your video for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, they will watch, and they won't watch far, but you're also not going to get charged for it. So don't be stingy. Now, let's finish off our ads. I want you to paste your YouTube video link, and by YouTube video link, I mean the video that you want to advertise, in the YouTube video link spot. Next thing I want you to do is I want you to put in your final URL. Now your final URL is basically the page Google will send somebody if they click on your YouTube ad. So you can simply make this your website or your YouTube channel link itself. Try and make sure the final URL and the display URL are the exact same address. You can also preview your ad just to see if you got your makeup and your hair right. In the right hand section of your screen, there's a little preview section there, so you can click on that. Lastly, click on the Create Campaign button, and then you'll go to an overview screen where it'll show you all the campaign settings that you've chosen. Next thing I want you to do is click Continue. And congratulations, you're finally on your way to more views on YouTube and on your YouTube video. Okay, you can monitor your ad status at any time and see when it'll start showing by simply clicking on the overview section. There's a little brief that tells you exactly when or how long it'll take to process your ad, and it'll tell you when your ad is up and running. So I know we've been through a lot in this video, and what I've done for you is I've made a checklist. It's called the 0 to 20,000 views with YouTube ads checklist, and what it's got is every single step that we've went through in this video, and it's also got 3 more strategies to help you grow even faster with YouTube ads. So you can check that out at the link in the description below. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out this video to make sure that you have the perfect audiences for your YouTube ads.